The version 12 update for King of the Hill has now been released and all official servers are changing over to version 12. I will outline the major changes in this video. All the information I've got has come from the changelog, which you can see for yourself. I'll put a link in the description. The way I found out about the changelog was I saw it on the announcements section of the official King of the Hill Discord. I'll put a link for that in the description as well. Right, so what's been changed? Well, there's changes to the countermeasures in aircraft. I'm no pilot myself, so if someone else wants to chime in the comments and describe exactly how those changes will affect gameplay, feel free to do so. But check out the changelog for yourself. It's got a bit more detail on there, but yeah, there is some information to do with changes in the countermeasures of aircraft. The main change in version 12 is that there is now a new priority objective inside the main objective. When you're inside that priority objective, you get double XP. You count as 2 people inside the zone, but beware as it moves around as the game's going on. I believe it moves towards where the most amount of people are, where the highest concentrations of players are, but I could be wrong there. There's a slight rework to the user interface as well, and you can actually see the exact number of people that are in the AO on each team, and also you can see whether or not a team has any people inside the priority area. That's all these numbers down in the bottom right here. The hunter now has smokes. Press the countermeasures button, the default is C, and you launch smokes from the driver's seat in the hunter. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with that, that's good. That now brings the hunter back into balance. Another new really interesting feature actually is if you press Shift plus F2 to quickly set your view distance to just 300 meters. That'll give you a massive increase in your frames per second. I was under the impression it was Shift F1 actually, but in the changelog it definitely says Shift F2. I've not actually tried it myself yet to confirm that's correct or not. Any changes you make to your settings in the King of the Hill in-game menu should now be saved between games as well. And also the bipod perk is back. There's now some extra server options to do with the voiceover network as well. Servers now have the option to turn off the VON, the voiceover network, for all but group leaders. However, that's side and global only, so proximity communication, direct chat, sorry, that's what it's called. Direct chat will still work all the time for everyone. And there's a rather interesting feature where if you play a third-person game and never switch to third-person view, never is in capitals in the changelog, so you've got to make sure you start the game in first person, and if you so much as press that button for even, you put yourself in third-person view for even half a second, I guess it's not going to count anymore. So in my case, I would actually have to disable the third-person button to stop myself from hitting that by accident. But do that, you can get up to a 50% more end-game bonus, so very interesting. Although personally I would not actually take advantage of that unless I was sniping or camping out somewhere. There's quite a few more changes to vehicles, mostly air vehicles. There's some small changes to repairing on the repair site, some small changes to the VTOL, some small changes to the AA, rebalancing in repricing for jets and jet ammunition such as cluster bombs. There are also some rebalancing of prices for helicopters and ground vehicles. It does also say rewards for high cost vehicles increased. I assume that means taking out high cost vehicles, destroying them, enemy high cost vehicles. Could be wrong there though. There's a slight change to the number of smoke screens in ground vehicles. It says ground vehicles get 6 smoke screens instead of 4, however I'm not exactly sure which ground vehicles they're referring to there. MRAPs get just 2. MRAP is the Strider, the Hunter and the Ifrit, possibly a couple of other vehicles as well, but definitely those 3. They only get 2 smokes now. I think it was only the Strider that had more than 2 smokes anyway originally. Some changes to Aaa Missiles. Fighter jets now have more cannon ammo. PCML launchers have more missiles, 2 normally and 3 with the ammo perk. And the revive reward timeout is now 3 minutes before you get a reward again for reviving the same player. So if some guy is AFK, you revive him, he gets killed, you revive him, he gets killed, you revive him, he gets killed. You've got to wait 3 minutes before you actually get the revive award. And it also says fixed an exploit that allows players to look and shoot through the floor. Wow, I'd be interested to see if that works or not. Change in the Xian FFAR control moved to pilot, it says. I'm not exactly sure what that means as I'm not a pilot. And they've also made a change where you're no longer able to revive players through objects and floors. It says that there's an actual check for obstacles between you and the body. And yeah, I can confirm that I've been playing quite a lot in the V11 test and the V12, and yeah, we couldn't actually revive people through the walls or through the floors. However, you could revive someone through the floor if they were above you and like their arm was dangling down below the floor, which does sometimes happen. If their arm is like dangling down into the floor below in a tower, for example, I was able to heal someone in that situation without having to go up onto the floor they're actually on. But other than that, yes, much much more difficult to actually get the revive. You've actually got to put yourself in much more dangerous positions potentially now. And a exploit has been removed where you can no longer start reviving players and then enter a vehicle, which is something I've seen people do quite a lot. That covers the majority of the changelog. Like I say, check it out yourself if you want the full details. I'll leave a link in the description. There's one change I think that has been made that is not on the changelog, and that is the Verona has been removed and the Moors has been put in instead. I've not actually been on any other servers before besides KOTH 4 Gaming to check whether that's true or not, but certainly KOTH 4 Gaming US4 and KOTH 4 Gaming EU5, definitely that is the case. There is no Verona on those servers, but there is a Moors. Yeah, and like I say, I've not actually been on any other servers to confirm it's the same on those servers or not. Maybe it's just a server option, I don't know. But yeah, I think the Verona may be out and the Moors may be in. Did like the Verona very much, and it was really good to do all those trick shots and stuff. But I'm not too bothered really, as the Moors is also very good. Sort of 1, 2, 3, 400 meters. There's going to be lots of ground vehicles, lots of helicopters coming into the AO that you're going to be able to hit quite easily with the Moors due to the speed of the rocket. It's really, really fast. Helps quite a lot, and landing helicopters in the AO in King of the Hill is definitely more dangerous than it ever has been before as a result. Hope you find this information useful. As I said, links in the description. Thanks for watching, thanks for subscribing. Hopefully I'll see you next time. Take it easy.